Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Nerdcave. It's your boy Eric and Sound Ronin here. Today's video is going to be real different, but before we get into that,
always remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you like the music in the background, check out Be the Human. You can also follow our socials on Instagram at eflash777 and Sound Ronin. So today's video, like Eric said, a little different. We're going to be taking the ultimate comic book quiz. It's about 50 questions. Let's see how we do. Let's get into it.
I'm feeling really comfortable about this quiz actually. Like, I'm a comic book connoisseur of some sort, so I know my way around comics. So let's see how good we do. Do you feel comfortable? Because I know you're more of an anime guy.
See, I'm into comic books, but I'd read as many different stories and sagas that I could have. So, I'd say like medium. So like where we have like a veteran, and then we have like somebody that's like, eh. So it's gonna be nice to see our scores.
Yeah. Let's go. We're gonna do this together, but I'm gonna try and give you a chance to answer the questions first, and then if I see you're like way off, I'm gonna try and help out unless I don't know. So let's go. Number one. I'm gonna read the first one, and then you can read the next one. So, all of the following were members of the original 5 X-Men except for A. Storm, B. Cyclops, C. Iceman, and D. Beast.
I would probably say Iceman.
All right. Should I tell you, or should I just go with the answers you pick, or should I tell you if you're wrong or right? If I know it.
I mean, if this is a quiz. Just you put your answer in.
All right. So I know who it is, and it's not Iceman. Iceman is the original X-Men, the original 5, were actually Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, Jean Grey, which was at the moment called Marvel Girl, and I think it was Angel. So it's definitely Storm. Storm is actually of the second generation X-Men.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I know my way around comics, and X-Men is one of my favorites. So
We'll see at the end if you are right. You
I am.
At the end, no. Oh, we'll see.
I am. I can tell you I am. I just like. All right. Let's go number 2.
So number 2, this supervillain is known for being the only one to break the Batman. So that's, I would probably say Ra's al Ghul.
Are you serious? Or I thought this was like a known thing. There's even a movie with it.
It's Bane.
Okay. I'm like, am I missing something here? No, I feel you. Okay, yeah, we don't even have to, like, if we know it's like a super easy answer, we just go for it, unless like it's like a tricky one, like the one with the original X-Men. All right, so number 3, Captain America has fought many villains over his history. Which Nazi leader is seen as his biggest foe? So we got Adolf Hitler, Sebastian Shaw, Crossbones, or Red Skull.
I'd say Red Skull.
It is Red Skull. Funnily enough, he has like one of the biggest and more like known covers of comic books of all time is Captain America punching Hitler in the face, but he's not his biggest foe. At least not in the Nazi thing.
Yeah. Hell Hydra.
What? I'm kidding. All right, so go for the next one.
All right. So besides Kane Marco, who else has served as the Juggernaut? Oof.
All right, read the options. Read the options.
You're Rasputin or Slade Wilson.
Who do you think it is?
I would have to say, I mean, just off of like powers, Luke Cage.
All right, so here's the thing. Slade Wilson is definitely not an option already because he's from DC Comics. He's our boy Deathstroke. Emil Blonsky is Abomination and Luke Cage. But you know who Peter Rasputin is?
No.
That's actually Colossus, and that's the answer. Colossus took the mantle of Juggernaut during the event for itself, because Juggernaut caught one of the hammers of destruction, so they needed extra help, and the Juggernaut actually became. So it's like a Juggernaut Colossus mix, which is really cool looking, actually.
See, I didn't know the actual name of Colossus, so that kind of was at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, his name is Piotr. It's not Peter. It's like the American version of it.
Okay, trick question.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, I kind of know a little too much. All right, so who is the character shown below? Apocalypse, Master Mold, Abomination, or Onslaught?
I'm not familiar with that design, but I would have to either say Apocalypse. I'm not even sure who Master Mold or Onslaught is. I know Abomination, but I guess we have to say Apocalypse.
All
But
right,
again, I'm not sure who the other two are.
all right. If I think this one's an easy if you've read a lot of comics, especially in the '90s. This is Onslaught. It's basically Magneto and Professor X combined. So it's like a super mutant. The art was actually not that great, but it's funny design.
They had a love child, Xavier and Magneto.
It's more of they're both combined than a love child, but you can call him a love child. Actually, um, hashtag onslaught is a love child.
You hear the X Men, we won't tell.
Yeah. All right, go for the next one.
All right. So number six, this villain is a reoccurring enemy of the Flash who uses reflections and deception to fool his opponent. So obviously, I actually know this one, but choices are Ant Man, Mirror Master, Trickster, or Omega Red. I would say Mirror Master.
It is the Mirror Master. Actually, I think this one's kind of a given one because they give you Ant Man and Omega Red. It's like Ant Man's not even a villain from DC, and Omega Red's from Marvel.
And Trickster, it's not just reflection, so that's kind of a contact clue there. And
Yeah,
I actually do know Master, so not bad.
yeah. Do you know because of the show or because of the comic books?
Both actually.
Both. Nice, nice. Also, if you guys want to see like a really good like version of Mirror Master, definitely go watch Flashpoint because there's a small bit of Mirror Master at the beginning. I think it's really cool. All right, number seven. This Kryptonian was a leading scientist on his home world and is the biological father of Superman. What is his name? I think this one's the easy one.
Well, I believe would be Jor-El,
Jor-El, 100%.
because Kal-El is Superman's name.
Real dogs. I'm not sure who it is. And Savanur. I'm not sure who it is as well, but I think I heard that name. All right.
I have never the other two.
Okay. All right. So going for number eight.
All right. So this mutant was the founder of the original Acolytes who pledged allegiance to Magneto and his cause. So we
Ooh.
got Fabian Cortez, Killer Frost, Seamus Mellencamp, or Frenzy. Now, I know Killer Frost is from DC,
Yeah.
from the Flash series. I'm not sure of the other three, but if I had to guess as far as mutant names, I'd say Frenzy.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm kind of torn because I think Frenzy is part, but it's not the founder. I think Fabian Cortez was a member in Mutant Genesis of the Acolytes. I'm actually leaning on Fabian Cortez, but I'm not sure. It could be Frenzy.
Well, if you're the expert, put your answer. Put your
I don't feel like I'm an expert in this one. Do you want to go with my answer though?
go for it. Let's put it.
All
I
right.
just know what mine was.
All right. So let's go with Fabian Cortez. All right. So, this ear-shattering character made his first appearance in the Fantastic Four number 45 and he's the leader of the Inhumans. I think this one's an easy one. You got Black Bolt, Iron Fist, Sinestro, or Ronan the Accuser.
Well, definitely not Sinestro. I know that would be not Iron Fists. So Ronan the Accuser. I don't think it. I think it would have to be Black Bolt.
It is Black
Possibly.
Bolt. Blackagar Boltagon. That's his actual name. That's a fun fact and weird one as well. Like his name Black Bolt was a superhero name. It's actually just his nickname because it's Blackagar Boltagon. That's like super
Maybe
crappy.
we could get Black Bolt.
Yeah, definitely not creative with it. It's like if Superman was actually
Wow.
called Superior Manesticus or some or some stuff, right?
Yeah. All right. So let's go to the next one. This supervillain tends to make use of the powerful Infinity Gauntlet. Well, I think everyone knows this one. I would say Thanos.
Oh yeah, Thanos. No, I'm kidding. Of course it's Thanos. All right. So this incredible supervillain was known for being the only villain in the original timeline to kill Superman. That's an easy one, I think.
Well, so off the bat, Thanos and Apocalypse are out,
Yeah.
obviously. I would have to go with Darkseid.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's either Doomsday or Darkseid.
Okay.
I would think that Darkseid is a little bit, I don't know, stronger, but I mean, if you have to
Darkseid
pick,
is actually a good answer, but they're talking about the original timeline because Darkseid has probably killed like many different versions of Superman or like alternate stories. But the one death of Superman, it's actually Doomsday. So that's where I'm leaning to because of the original timeline. Like he has been recorded to be dead after Doomsday, but when Darkseid's like usually like other dimensions and other timelines. So I want to say Doomsday.
all right,
All right, I like this one. Go ahead.
all right. So who is supposedly the man who shot and killed Thomas and Martha Wayne? So this one, I'm actually not too sure. So we have Steve Blazer, Talbot, Eric Macy, or Joe Chill. I would probably say Mike Talbot, just because it sounds familiar. That would be
It,
my guess.
it does sound familiar, but now because of the reasons you think. Actually, the one who supposedly killed him, and he's been actually encountered many times in the comic books, is actually Joe Chill. Uh, so yeah, Joe Chill with no chill.
Okay.
But funnily enough, in the Tim Burton movie, they added this plot line where the Joker is the one who killed Martha and Thomas Wayne, and they called him I think Jack Napier. But yeah, so it's Joe Chill. All right, so Star Lord was a human member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. What is his real name? That's an easy one.
Also, this one would be Peter Quill.
Peter Jason Quill. He's actually in the comic books. He's actually a member of the Spartax race. Like his father was a Spartax, not the Living Planet, not Ego. But yeah,
All right.
all right.
All right, let's go on to the next one. So, notoriously known for his crazy and unpredictable personality, the Joker used a gun to paralyze the sidekick to Batman, and that would be Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Or
What's her name after she gets paralyzed? Do you know that? Yeah, Oracle. I actually love the character Oracle. All right. So which Green Lantern member came from the planet Volovax Bic?
oof, that's tough. I'm gonna have to take out the middle two. It's either Kilowog or Yalin Gur. I would probably say Kilowog.
I would probably say Kilowog too. I'm not sure. I'm not like 100% sure, but that Jalangor is not as present a character as Kilowog is. So this is like a marking, but I don't think it is. And Kilowog is definitely the one that sounds more familiar to me.
All right, so this one might be a stump for both of us. So we'll have to refer back to it when we check.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
All right, so this character is brother to Scott Summer and goes by the name Havoc. What is his real name? This I would have to say Alex
It is
Summers.
Alex. Yes, it is Alex. Havoc.
That I know.
All right. Who did Wonder Woman kill in Sacrifice? Do we have Lex Luthor, Maxwell Lord, Jason Todd, or Talia al Ghul?
Huh. I would probably say Talia al Ghul because I would see maybe them coming after her, possibly.
All right. I actually know this one. It's funnily enough, this comic, Wonder Woman kills Maxwell Lord in front, like in national television. She just breaks his neck in front of everyone. And that's when because that's what I thought it was gonna happen in the movie actually Wonder Woman 2, and I was like, oh my god, I don't think they're gonna do this, and they didn't. But that's what I was expecting. It's a different character though. It's more like a mercenary, but they
Okay.
did that. Yeah. All right.
So now we have, all right, X-Men member Colossus lost his memory after traveling to the siege Perilous and ended up in New York. What was the new name he gave himself?
Wow.
This one I do not know. But if guess maybe Mikhail Smith, or I would either probably say Peter Alexander. I'd probably lean to Peter Alexander.
I actually not sure either, but I think it's Peter Alexander. I was actually leaning to either Peter Alexander first or Peter Nicholas. I don't think Mikhail is a thing he would call himself, but since we're both leaning for Peter Alexander, let's just go with that. So number 18 is another one that we might not be too sure on it.
All right, let's keep going.
All right. So which of the following characters was not a founding member of the Avengers? We have Wasp, Hawkeye, Captain America, and Ant-Man. This is a tricky one, actually. I like this one.
I would probably have to say Hawkeye then.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Okay, now it's actually Captain America. That's what most people would have gotten wrong. The
Really?
original team was the Wasp, Ant-Man, or the Giant Man, as most people call him, Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor, and Hawkeye. But Captain America was actually he was frozen by the time the Avengers formed. So you have to keep that in mind. The Avengers formed in the
Yeah,
70s.
like, he was the original Avenger. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I say most people will get this wrong.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
That's a tricky one, actually. I like that one.
All right, so this is the first villain Spider-Man ever faced. Chameleon, Doctor Octopus, Green Goblin, or Kraven the Hunter. I would probably have to say Green Goblin.
I think I'm not sure, but I think it's Chameleon actually. Uh,
Really?
I'm because here's the thing. I know there's like the first time the Spider-Man appeared was in actually Fantastic Four, uh, like in Fantastic Four comic. I think it's Chameleon,
Hmm.
but I'm not 100% sure. Do you want to go with Green Goblin or do you want to go with my God?
Let's go Green Goblin on this one.
Do you want to go with Green Goblin? I think we're gonna regret this one. I think it's Chameleon. But all right, I'm gonna trust you in this one. I think it's Chameleon. I still do.
Credit.
All right. Okay. A fellow Kryptonian, General Zod, survived the destruction of Krypton because he was trapped where? We got the Dark Zone, the Twilight Zone, the Black Hole Prison, or the Phantom Zone.
Okay, obviously it's not the Black Hole Prison or the Twilight Zone. It is the Dark Zone or the Phantom Zone. I would say the Phantom Zone. I think it's what it's called.
Yes, and that's been featured in films. I think in the first or second Superman movie it was as well. It is the Phantom Zone. Actually, there's been I think there's a comic book where I think it's General Zod's son that lives in the Phantom Zone, and it's actually really cool because there's very different versions of it. So yeah, all right.
Alright, so this ancient Egyptian monarch was the previous wielder of Shazam's powers, defending his homeland of Kandak until he was corrupted. What is his name? Oh, well, Ra's al Ghul's out. Black Adam is obviously
Yeah.
not not. Um, well, at that point, I would probably have to say Triton Accolade.
What do you mean? Obviously not. I thought Black Adam was like the obvious answer for this. Like the reason Black Adam has like the same powers as Shazam is because he was a previous Shazam or Captain Marvel.
I didn't know he was an Egyptian monarch.
Yeah, he was. Funnily enough, okay, so there's plenty of different stories about it, but like he had his like Black Adam had these. I think it was either his son or his grandson that was meant to take the mantle of Shazam, and when he's gonna get it, he actually killed him and stole it from him. And he's actually the monarch, and you might be able to see that if they do that in the Black Adam movie with The Rock. So we'll have to wait and see. But it's Black Adam. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really follow Shazam's like story too much, so good to know.
Yeah. Okay. This martial artist, an enemy of Batman, is known as the best mercenary in the world. Who is he? Bane, Calendar Man, Carmine Falcone, or Deathstroke?
I would probably have see now as far as like I would probably say Deathstroke, but I don't know if he's more. I thought he was more of a marksman than a martial artist.
He is okay. So Deathstroke is actually one of my favorite characters of all time. I think this one's a tricky one because when they say martial artist, you could technically put Bane in that category as well. Um, and also he's a mercenary, but I think like that what gives it away is him being the mercenary, the best mercenary in the world. Because Deathstroke, the Terminator, is definitely that's what I like about him. He's like in the grace. Like he's not bad, but he's not good either. He's just in there for a contract, and that's
No, Carmine Falcone is like in Gotham, but he's
it's like a mafia guy.
nuclear guy. Yeah, exactly.
And Calendar Man is basically a huge Easter egg in this question.
Yeah, so at that point, I kind of like rewarded it leading to Deathstroke.
All right,
Let's keep
awesome. Go ahead.
So all of the following were members of Excalibur except for who? Colossus, Captain Britain, Micromax, or Banshee?
Wow, this is I think this is a tough one.
Colossus.
Hmm.
I
All
don't,
right.
I don't think Colossus was part of that. I'm not really sure of the original members, but I would say Colossus because I didn't know if he was part of that group or not.
I know Captain Britain, Micromax are, but Banshee or Colossus that might be a tricky one because there's been kind of several, you know, iterations of Excalibur. So I might have to go with you and say Colossus. I'm thinking it might be Banshee, but I'm gonna go with you and say Colossus.
All right.
But it might be Banshee though. Okay. So which of these acronyms is different from the others? We got Shield, BPRD, Modoc, or Hydra. I think I got the answer for this one. It's kind of weird because Shield is it's the organization everyone knows. Hydra is another organization, and BPRD is the bureau from Hellboy. So Modoc, which is metal something designed for killing, and that's what it means. It's something, a whole thing about killing. So this one's different for me because it's just about one organism
Okay, a character instead of a.
of an organization. Yeah, that's why I think it's different. All right, so go ahead.
All right. This Russian serial killer was captured by the KGB, who attempted to turn him into a super soldier, much like Captain America. At that point, I would say Winter Soldier.
Hmm. No, actually, I think it's Omega Red because Winter Soldier was not Russian. That's what gives it away for me. He's American. He was Bucky Barnes, the original, like Robin version of Captain America. But yeah, I think it's Omega Red because Omega Red was part of the Weapon X program as well. So and the Captain America was actually Weapon One, like Weapon Zero, I think was the name they gave him.
First, like once they created the super soldier, they're trying to make other ones.
Yeah, so that's what I think. It was Omega Red. All right. So what material is Captain America's shield made out? We got vibranium, diamond, adamantium, and platinum. I don't think that's even there.
See, I know adamantium is what Wolverine has.
Yes,
I believe it would be the same material, but I'm thinking vibranium.
it is vibranium. Like in the movies, they showcase vibranium a little more. Funnily enough, in I think it was either Ultimate comics that they say that Captain America's shield is actually a little stronger than vibranium or adamantium because it's like a mix between vibranium and adamantium. But I think it's only on the Ultimate Universe.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, next.
Okay. Whose weakness is blue kryptonite? So we know Superman is green kryptonite.
Yeah.
Automatically. So at that point, I would probably have to say Bizarro.
I probably say Visara too. All like I think it's Visara. I'm just trying to remember because I know Superboy is partly Clark, but partly Lex Luthor. So I'm not sure if that might affect what his kryptonite weakness is. But I think it's Bizarro. Yeah.
You know, Supergirl is also Kryptonian, so
Yeah. It's
green
that would be
would
green.
affect her. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Kevin McTaggart was the son of Moira and Jack McTaggart. What mutant name did he go by? We got Sledgeboom, Proteus, Parasite, and Leech.
I'm actually not
This one's hard because I know of more McTaggart, and I think this was actually recently explained because this was probably in Claremont's like last arc that he wrote, which was Road to X of Swords. I think Kevin McTaggart might actually be Proteus, but I'm not
I was
sure.
I, I was gonna guess Leech or
Leech.
Fledgebow. I think
Mm,
Leech would have been my guess.
I might be sure it's Proteus, but I'm not. I don't remember quite like the whole arc. Do you want to go with Leech or do you want to go with Proteus?
Go with your gut this time.
All right, let's go with Proteus. Yeah, I think it's Proteus. All right.
All right, so Basil Carlo is a Batman enemy, better known as. Okay, so I don't think he's the Man Bat, and I know he's not Deathstroke.
Yeah, the Manbat. I think his name was. I can't remember his name. But It's not Basil Carlo. So it's between Clayface and Mad Hatter. The thing with Clayface is there's been like three or four Clayfaces, and Mad Hatter is a weird villain. So I'm guessing that might be him, Basil Carlo.
I don't know. I would. My guess would be Clayface on this one.
So I'm thinking of a name, but I think I'm gonna go with you in this one. It might be Mad Hatter, but Clayface has been three different people throughout the years. So I think Carlo might sound like one of them. Okay, so before I ask this question, because like you say, Ras Al Ghul, I'm used to say Raish Al Ghul because Raish Al Ghul was the ways they pronounced it in the Batman the Animated Series. So let us know in the comments below if you guys think it should be Raish Al Ghul or Raz Al Ghul. But okay, so Raish Al Ghul gains his immortality by using the restorative powers of what? Molten Stars, Super Soldier Serum, Lazarus Pits, or Fountain of Youth.
It would be Lazarus Pit.
Lazarus Pits, yeah, that's easy. All right.
All right. So DC villain Parasite can absorb powers, intelligence, and memories from anyone he touches. What Marvel character also shares this power?
Easy.
So I would have to say Rogue on that one.
Yeah, I mean the power part, not the memories, but yeah, they
I
sure.
mean, I believe like she can absorb some part of like memory, like some images or something. I believe in
Yeah.
some variation of
Funnily enough, most people don't know this, but like that Rogue has this white streak of hair in her head, and most people don't know that she actually got that streak from taking the powers out of Miss Marvel in a fight
Oh,
back in the 80s. Yeah, I'm like a fun fact factor right here. All right. So this enemy of Superman would normally not pose much of a challenge, except for the fact that he is powered by kryptonite. Who is he? You got Cyborg, Galactus, Metallo, or Darkseid?
I would have to say Metallo.
It is Metallo, yeah. All right.
All right. So Norrin Rad is a cosmic adventurer who travels the galaxy to please his master. What is he better known as? So this one, I'm pretty sure I got it. Is Silver Surfer.
It's Silver Surfer, yeah. Northern Rat. I love that character. Like him remembering his life as a similar life form to human and being in love and then having to destroy his own world. All right, who is the scientist responsible for creating Ultron? We got Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, Reed Richards, or Hank Pym.
I would have to say Tony Stark, technically.
All right, this is a tricky one. I like this question because in the movie, Tony Stark and Bruce Banner created Ultron, but more so Tony Stark because he is Jarvis, right? However, in the comic books, actually, Ultron is considered the son of Hank Pym, aka
Oh,
Ant Man, Henry Hank
yeah,
Pym.
okay.
Yeah, he was the original leader of the Avengers. All right.
All right. What lesser known character is pictured below? Um. Oh, okay, now I can see it better. That would be Moon Knight.
It's Moon Knight. Yeah. There's this comic book I have of Moon Knight where he is like traveling around with Captain America, Wolverine and Spider-Man, and then he just realizes that it's all in his head because he's like schizophrenic, so he's like imagining that he's with him, which is crazy. Yeah, I love that character. It's just too
I
quacky.
did chill with Wolverine.
Yeah. All right. Who is Superman's Marvel equivalent? We got Miss Marvel, Juggernaut, Gladiator, or Shazam.
Well, see, I would probably say Shazam. As far as like, he can fly, he has all the powers. Miss Marvel is like cosmic, like super powered. So it's
Okay.
kind of tough.
I actually know this one. This is an easy one because Miss Marvel is technically as strong or maybe a little more in the newer comics, but she's yeah no she's cosmic, but she's more of an alien thing as well. Shazam is DC, so he's out. Juggernaut is actually because of a demon Citrorak, so definitely not him. And Gladiator is actually one of the many copies of Marvel for
Yeah.
attempts to getting Superman, which is Gladiator. You got Sentry. You got what's the other guy? I forgot the other guy's name, but he's definitely Gladiator. Actually, he's featuring one of the X Men animated show episode. He has like a mohawk, and his name is Clark, which is like a mix between Clark and Cal. So there's that. Yeah. All right. Next one.
All right. The Venom symbiote combined with what Spider-Man character to form the perfect Venom?
All right. We got.
See,
Mhm.
as far as I remember, it was Eddie Brock was, I believe, one of the first ones to get infected.
Mhm. Okay.
And
So Eddie Brock was the second one, but this is a tricky one actually.
see, I would probably say Flash Thompson.
Because the thing is like that I see your reasoning. I think we might just have to say Eddie Brock because Flash Thompson was not the perfect Venom. It was Agent Venom, and he had to take like I think it was like drugs and supplements to keep Venom like in form.
Right, Eddie Brock had more control with it.
Yeah, because they both bonded over hating Peter Parker. So I feel like it's definitely Eddie Brock. More so because of the fact that Flash had it for a while and he had to take drugs before controlling Venom. So Eddie Brock's the one I would say. Would you agree?
Yeah, you'd say.
Okay, this gigantic villain is known as the God of Oblivion. Lizard, Kang the Conqueror, Thanos, or Galactus?
Well, I don't think Thanos or Galactus or Lizard, so I'd say Kong the Conqueror possibly.
It is Kang the Conqueror. Do you know why he's the God of Oblivion?
No.
Because he basically travels throughout different periods of time, and he destroys his enemies before they're even formed. Like let's say you Captain America want to fight the Red Skull, so you will go back when he was like 15 and kill him then. So no one would even remember him because he was never created.
That's a pretty smart strategy.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. All right.
Alright, so Johnny Blaze was the first incarnation of what anti-hero? So this one I know, it's
Yeah,
Ghost Rider.
it's Ghost Rider. Did you know the current Ghost Rider, or the last one at least? Robbie Reyes. The one reason I like him is because he's driving a muscle car version of the Ghost Rider. It's not a bike anymore, but it's still like a Camaro. So points for that.
I should go old school and bring back a horse.
Yeah, like in the movie. The one good thing about that movie, I think.
Yeah,
All right. So what is the alter ego of the mercenary Punisher? This was an easy one for everyone.
well,
Frank
I know,
Castle.
but Castle's his original name.
Yeah. I think there was a version where they call him Castiglione or something. They wanted to like switch it a bit, but it's still the same name. So there's that. All right.
Alright, so Captain America's friend and occasionally ally Sam Wilson goes by what name? So that would be the Falcon.
The Falcon. It's funny because they added every character they added here is actually a comic book character, like Hawk from Hawk and Dove, Birdman from uh, either the superhero show or Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. or Old Owlman from Watchmen. So that's a cool Easter egg, I guess. So, okay, the evil doppelgangers of the Justice League, the Justice Lords, turn against the world after the death of what member? Superman, Batman,
I would
Green Lantern, or Flash?
would be the Flash.
It is the Flash. It was not. I think his name was Johnny Quick in that Earth, but this was actually featured in the Justice League TV show. This is actually a really cool question because it's
Yeah.
yeah.
It is.
All right.
All right. So the son of Cyclops and Madeline Pryor, Jean Grey's clone, goes by what name? Lobo, Longshot, Cable, or Trickster? So I know that Cyclops has a son in the future, and that would be Cable. So that would be my guess.
Yes, that is Cable. Most people don't know that most people think that Jean Grey is actually Cable's mom, but it's actually Jean Grey's clone, which is funny. And also, Cable's the one raising Hope Summers, which is another son of, I mean, another daughter of you know, uh, Scott Summers.
Scott Summers is like, you're not Jean Grey, but you're close enough.
Yeah. It's like, it's good enough. All right. So, what is the name of the DC Comics cowboy? Jonah Hex, Mark Edner, Rex Jude, or Michael Morrison? I think this is an easy one if you know your way around comic books.
Actually, I don't know.
You don't? Okay, it's Jonah Hex. There's actually a pretty, uh, let's say, um, not good. I'm gonna say it that way. It's not really good movie, but the comic book's really good. Has like half of his face melted, so it's really good. You should definitely read on that. All right,
Okay. So,
next.
what superhero is also known as Hornhead? So, it's either Blue Beetle, Ant Man, Daredevil, or Angel. So, I don't think it'd be Daredevil, even though he does have horns on his head.
Okay.
But that could still be him.
Okay, so I'm thinking the same way as you. I think that I narrow it down to Blue Beetle or Daredevil because Blue Beetle has his thing, like on top of his head.
Right.
So I'm gonna guess Daredevil, but this is a shot in the dark, pun intended.
Yeah, and just because if they were workshopping the name instead of calling him Devil, they called him Hornhead. I'll go with Daredevil. That's my
Yeah.
guess.
Again, a shot in the dark, pun intended. All right. After his wings are mutilated during the Mutant Massacre, Angel is revived by Apocalypse and made one of the four horsemen. What name did he go by? Black Angel, Archangel, or Hell Angel?
See, I would want to say Black Angel just because of the Four Horsemen, but I'm gonna have to say Archangel.
It is Archangel. Funnily enough, I thought at first that his name was always Archangel, like when I was a kid. But then there's a difference between the wings are now like metal instead of actual wings. But
Yeah, me and yeah.
yeah, but it's really cool. So next,
All right. What other X-Men character has an adamantium-like skeleton and can protrude claws similar to Wolverine's? Now, technically, I don't know if
read the options first. I wanna. Yeah.
Viper, Lady Deathstrike, Emma Frost, and Sabretooth. I know Sabretooth is Wolverine's brother, but I don't know if he ever gets adamantium-like skeleton. Now, Lady Deathstrike, I'm not too sure of her powers, but I'm not too sure. I know Emma Frost is out of the picture because she has more diamond skin, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she has psychic powers and like as strong as Professor X, but she can't use it when she's in diamond form. She has two mutations, which is not
It's
common.
just that lace thing, so it would have to either be Lady Deathstrike or Sabretooth, but I don't ever know why Sabretooth.
I think it's Lady Deathstrike because I know she has adamantium. Not sure if it's this. I think she was introduced in the movie X-Men 2, and then they added as a character. So she is definitely the same powers. Like she just out of the nails instead. And Sabretooth does not have an adamantium exoskeleton. I mean
The only
underskeleton.
other than that would be X-23. That's what
Yeah,
comes to mind.
or even that Dakin, but Dakin doesn't have an exoskeleton. You know who Dakin is?
I've seen him once or twice, but
Yeah,
not.
it's a Dark Wolverine. It's his son. All right. Which of these characters was not part of the original Justice League? Aquaman, Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, or Superman?
I would have to say Green Lantern.
Hmm. Uh, okay. This is a tricky one for me because Green Lantern was part of the original, like the original Justice Society of America, which is considered the first Justice League. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I think Green Lantern because by the time the Justice League started, I think no, I think he was. It's pretty Hugger actually.
So
This
it
is
would be either Hawk or Green Lantern for me.
because I'm trying to think of a time that after the Emerald Twilight, Hal Jordan's dead, and I think Jon Stewart's out of the question. Uh, but I think that the Justice League was created previous to the Emerald Twilight, which is when Hal Jordan dies. So I'm gonna say Hogger probably.
All right, let's go with your gut on this one.
Okay. So I'm trying to do like an educated guess, but it's kind of hard knowing there's like 70 or 80 years of comic book history. So
All right, and this will be the last and final question. Which one of Batman's sidekicks was killed by the Joker? So we have Jason Todd, Damian Wayne, Tim Drake, or Barbara Gordon. So we know that Barbara was paralyzed. I don't think she was killed by the Joker. So I would have to take that out. My guess would probably have to be Jason Todd.
I feel like it is a tricky question because Jason Todd, like if you look at it, he was killed, and some say he was almost killed, and then he was revived by the Lazarus Pit. But then Damian Wayne was killed not long ago in comic books as well. But then he returned with like Superman powers. But I think it's Jason Todd. I would say that, yeah. All right, let's get the results. All right, we got 44 out of 50 questions. I kind of want to see if they show you the answers. Oh, they don't. Oh no, they do. They do. Okay, okay. Let's go through them. I want to see this.
Go
So,
ahead.
Storm, Bane. I want to see just the wrong ones actually. Hmm.
I mean, we were on a roll in the beginning.
We're in a roll. We're still not incorrect.
First,
Okay. All right.
we made it to the first 15.
16.
So those were right. Oh,
It was Peter Nicholas. I told you I was torn between Peter Alexander and Peter Nicholas. Ah, feels bad, but okay. I mean that's I got 50% of it right, which is the Peter part, which is this name, but you know.
well,
All right,
to
all
be
right.
honest,
And then it was wait, what?
I was I was right. You were wrong on the
I was
character.
wrong?
It was Hawk.
All right.
Yep. Take a bow. Take a bow, brother.
Take a bow. All right. Okay. So Chameleon. It was Chameleon. I told you it was Chameleon. Oh, I feel so bad. Because Spider-Man is like my favorite hero, like Marvel hero. So I knew it was Chameleon. Should have. Oh my
And
god.
and with the quick redemption on Eric's part.
Yeah. It's -1 and +1. All right. So Black Adam, like I said. Deathstroke. It was Banshee. I told you I was torn between Banshee and Colossus. It was Banshee. Oh shit. All right. Okay. Cool. It was Modoc. Okay. I want to see if we got another one wrong.
I think it was a total of 5 or 6. So that might be like
Okay, this is the last one. It was Flash Thompson. Okay, this one I think is a tricky one. We both knew it, but there were points for each character.
and my first guess. I was saying Flash Thompson was my guess. I thought Eddie Brock wasn't, and I thought Flash Thompson possibly was the answer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I think this one's like a non miss because like it's just really hard to like say what the perfect form is because some people say that the Venom and Eddie connected in a way that most people wouldn't. So I'm not sure about this one. Like I feel like I lost it, but it's not like eh. And Galactus is the god of oblivion. All right, I didn't know that.
See, I didn't know he was called the God of Oblivion.
Me either.
Swallows, so I get that.
Okay, yeah, and I think that's it. We got everything else right.
But not bad. I mean, we didn't make the dean's list, but we don't have to have our parents sign the permission slip.
Yeah. All right,
Great.
that was actually great. Like I feel like we did better. And again, we had not seen this quest because if we had, we'd probably just ace it. But it's funny that we went through it and we got a what was it 44 out of 50. Can you do quick math and tell me what would that score be? Um, yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah,
Yeah.
let me actually get my phone real quick. Um, that's an 88. Okay, I'm okay with that. I guess 88 out of 100.
Yeah, almost 90. Like B plus. Hey, that's passing.
That's passing grade. Yeah,
So you get degrees.
you get degrees. Yeah. All right, so that was a fun video. I think we should definitely do more like quizzes. I think next we should definitely do like anime. We both know our way around anime, but with anime, it's the fact that there's a million different anime, so there's always that.
Maybe a little bit more on my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I bet it is, but also I know my way around anime as well. What concerns me is there's a lot of like underground anime that we might not be able to cover if it's like a general list. If they go for specific stuff like Naruto or stuff like that, I might. But if they go for like underground old anime or new anime, because there's a lot of anime coming out every year, so you know
Hopefully, with our knowledge powers combined, we can ace it.
we're gonna fuse like Gohan and like Goten and Trunks. All right, so that was a fun video, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below if you did as well as we did or better, or if you guys definitely didn't know most of the answers. Let us know as well. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also, you know what they should do? They should hit that notification bell so they're notified every time we drop a new video.
Definitely. And guys, thanks again for tuning in. Hope to see you next time.
Stay blessed.
Grinding my whole life. Stop that. Grinding my whole life.